you probably think of food, but when I think of recipe, a lot of times I think of plant recipes, especially container recipes. Today I want to show you how we achieved this look for this client in this outdoor living space. This is an arrow point holly, and a lot of times when you hear the word holly, it conjures up the idea of like prickly and pokey, and this one is not. This is a newer variety, and it's very soft to the touch. It reminds me of a compacta holly or even a boxwood. It kind of has that same look. What I like is it's a little more upright and flame shaped, so it just adds a little bit of interest, and of course an evergreen plant to the center of this area so that we can build around it, including things like seasonal color. So we'll move to that. The next thing I added was seasonal color, and you know we love symmetry, so we put seasonal color on both sides of this container. We use violas for the winter time. It's basically a little small version of a pansy, and it blooms prolifically for months and months, 5 or 6 months. So you definitely get your money's worth out of this little seasonal color. The third and final plant that we used was this English ivy. Now we did use a variegated type. There's various different colors available. You can get green and darker green with white, and there's lots of things available. So kind of choose and alter it the way that you like. But overall, you know, we've had a lot of cold weather lately. We've had a lot of rain lately, and this has all survived very, very well. So this is a very hardy plant arrangement or recipe that you may use at home if you don't have a very easy time taking care of plants. The other thing I wanted to mention too is that we used a self-watering planter. Now I've done videos before on self-watering planters, and I don't want you to think that it means that the planter actually waters itself. You still have to water it, or the rain has to water it. But either way, it does have a reservoir in the bottom that essentially allows for a little more time between waterings than you would normally have. So not only does it save water up and water it should it need it, but it also allows the water to release. If it builds up too much water, because we've had so much rain lately, if it gets too full, it will release the water out. So your plants are going to drown, and they're not going to go too dry if you wait a couple extra days to water them. But when all else fails, we did add a drip system into this planter. So it does have a drip system here. It will get watered every single day in this situation. But if you don't have a drip system, this is a great type of planter for you to incorporate so that you can go a little further between waterings. If you go out of town for a couple of days, you won't feel like everything's gonna be dead when you come back. So I'm gonna put the link below for this. I'm also gonna name all the plants so you guys have them. Happy gardening, y'all. This is a good one to start out with.